Simono again is asking, what's most important to focus on in this challenging time? Well, I always choke up on my words when I'm supposed to answer something that big. I know one thing for sure is that we humans, we react to things like this so differently. And we all cope with fear and anxiety and our worries and our isolation and depression and sadness. We all cope with these things differently, and that's the most important thing, is to understand that for some of us this is not any frightening at all, and for some of us it's really frightening, and for some people this time being isolated and being away from school is really hard. And my heart goes out to the people who are struggling right now. I know it can be really tough when you don't have a chance to escape from home anymore. And I think it's important to focus on that it's okay to act a bit different than you usually do. If you find yourself in a lot of family arguments, I would just say that understand each other, try to coexist, try to understand that behind the anger there is probably just frustration and anxiety and worries about losing our jobs. And so many people have been affected by this now, and I think it's just important to try to understand that tiny but big battles that are going on behind everyone's eyes that we can't see, because people are going through this time very differently, very individually. And also stay inside if you can. Only go outside if you have to. We can sacrifice a few months with staying inside so this can pass, because there are people out there working in the hospitals and there are not room for more people. Like, we have to try to prevent ourselves from getting sick, and we have to try to prevent from spreading the virus, because then the world will go back to normal as soon as possible. Nadia D. What are your biggest inspirations right now? Well, right now I'm really inspired by people. I always change with the way I think about the world and the people in it. I think, people, we don't do enough. Like, even we don't do enough. We should have done more for the planet, for the earth, for each other, for the animals, blah, blah, blah. But right now, I really love humankind. And I'm really proud of the way we managed to sacrifice a lot for the people that are in risk, right now, of being really ill by the virus. And I'm really happy to see us sacrificing something for the others, and the healthcare workers that are working their butts off for us. I'm just really inspired by all the people out there doing great work. It's just fantastic. So I'm really inspired by people right now. Okay, Lulia. Lulia is asking, what is the strangest or scariest animal you've ever seen in the wild? I don't know. I think the strangest and scariest animal I've seen in the wild must be when I am out in the forest, I'm alone, and I'm just enjoying the peace and quiet and the silence out there with myself. And when I meet an animal, a human being, I get disturbed by it, because I'm not used to meeting other people in the forest. So I think when I meet humans, that's the strangest and scariest animal I've ever seen in the wild. You cannot eat money, oh no. You cannot eat money, oh no. When the last tree has fallen and the rivers are poison, you cannot eat money, oh no. You cannot eat money, oh no. You cannot eat money, oh no. When the last tree has fallen and the rivers are poison, you cannot eat money, oh no.